You wake up at 3 a.m. The room is pitch black, and across the room, two faint glowing eyes are staring directly at you. Not blinking, not moving, just watching. Most people laugh it off if you get genuinely unsettled. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Your cat isn't just staring at you. They're seeing something you can't even imagine. And once you understand what's actually happening inside your cat's eyes in the dark, what they're processing, what they're feeling, what they're deciding, you will never look at those glowing eyes the same way again. We're going to break down exactly what your cat sees, what those stares actually mean, and the one thing happening in your cat's brain at 3 a.m. that most owners never find out about. That last one, it completely changes the way you understand your cat's behavior, not just at night, but every single day. Here's something that might genuinely bother you once you know it. Right now, in a completely dark room, your cat can see you, clearly, not as a shape, not as a blur. They can see your face. Cats only need 1/6 of the light that humans do to see clearly. That's not a small difference. That's not a slight advantage. That's a completely different visual reality than the one you live in. Here's how it works. At the back of your cat's eye, there's a layer of tissue called the tapetum lucidum, which is also the reason their eyes glow when light hits them. Think of it like a mirror behind the retina. Light that enters the eye and passes through the retina bounces back off this layer, giving the retina a second chance to absorb it. Your cat is essentially processing every available photon of light twice. That's why when you think it's dark, when you genuinely cannot see your hand in front of your face, your cat is sitting in what feels to them like a dim but a perfectly navigable room. The furniture is visible, the doorway is visible, and you, lying in bed breathing, are visible. So the next time you wake up and feel that unsettling sense of being watched, you're not imagining it. You are being watched by an animal that can see every detail of your face, while you can see nothing at all. But here's what nobody asks. Why are they staring? Because the vision is just the how. The reason is something completely different. Most people assume their cat is staring at them because they're bored, or creepy, or just cats being cats. But there's a 2021 study from Kyoto University that found something that reframes this entirely. Cats track the micro movements of the people they're bonded to, even in sleep. Small shifts in breathing, the twitch of a hand, the change in chest rhythm. They're not just staring, they're monitoring. In the wild, a cat's survival depended on reading the behavior of every creature around them. Predators, prey, and most critically, the other cats in their social group. That instinct doesn't disappear at home. It redirects. You become the most important creature in your cat's environment. And when the world goes quiet at night and all the daytime distractions disappear, that monitoring instinct kicks into high gear. Here's what makes this genuinely moving when you think about it. Your cat isn't staring at you in the dark because they're bored. They're staring because they're on watch. Some part of their ancient brain is keeping an eye on the creature they've chosen to live with, making sure you're okay, making sure nothing has changed, making sure the most important thing in their world is still safe. That's not creepy. That's devotion in a language that existed long before words. But wait, because there are actually different kinds of stares, and they mean very different things. And if you've been reading them wrong, you've been missing half of what your cat is trying to tell you. Not every stare is the same. Once you know this, you'll start reading your cat like a completely different animal. Stare 1, the soft gaze. This is when your cat stares at you with slightly relaxed eyes. No tension in the brow, pupils normal sized, maybe the occasional slow blink. This is the good one. This is your cat saying, I see you, I know you, I'm at peace. If you see this and you don't slow, blink back, you are leaving a conversation mid-sentence. Blink back. Every time. Stare 2. The unblinking hard stare. Eyes wide, pupils constricted to thin slits, body completely still. This is a different message entirely. In cat language, a prolonged unblinking stare is a dominant signal. It means I am watching you and I have not decided yet. This shows up most often with cats who are newly arrived, anxious, or feeling territorial. The worst thing you can do is stare back. Look away slowly. Let them win. That's not weakness. That's fluency. Stare 3. The dilated stare. Big black pupils. Wide, round, almost childlike eyes staring at you in the dark. This means one of two things. Either your cat is in play mode, activated, ready to pounce, or they're overstimulated and are about to tell you that with their claws. The difference is in the body. A low, wiggly butt means hunting mode. A puffed tail or flattened ears means back off now. Stare. 4. The 3 a.m. vigil stare. This is the one that started this whole video. Perfectly still, silent. Often from across the room or the foot of the bed. Not asking for anything, not signaling threat. Just watching. This one, as we covered, is your cat on watch, monitoring, present. And there's something specific happening in their brain during this stare that most owners never find out about. Which brings us to the thing I mentioned at the beginning. What's happening in their brain at 3 a.m.? If your cat stares at you while you sleep, and if you've ever woken up to find them sitting near you, watching, here's what the science actually says is happening. Research into feline bonding behavior has found that cats form what are called secure attachment bonds with their primary caregivers, the same category of bond that human infants form with parents. This was demonstrated in a 2019 study from Oregon State University, which used the same attachment test developed for human children. Cats with secure attachments don't follow their owners constantly. They don't meow for attention. They don't act out when left alone. Instead, they do something far more subtle. They use you as a safe base. They check on you. They position themselves where they can see you. And in moments of quiet, when there is nothing else demanding their attention, they watch you. The 3 a.m. stare is, in many cases, a securely attached cat doing a check-in. Are you still there? Is everything the same? Is the most important thing in my world still okay? And here's the part that makes this land differently than any other fact in this video. You don't earn that stare with treats or toys or expensive cat beds. You earn it by being consistent, by being safe, by being the kind of presence that makes a highly independent, deeply guarded animal decide on their own that you are worth watching over. That's the thing those glowing eyes in the dark are telling you. Not I'm judging you, not I'm plotting, just I chose you and I'm making sure you're okay. The one mistake that makes cats stop watching you. Now, here's where most owners accidentally break this. If your cat wakes you up at 3 a.m. by staring, or walking on you, or meowing, and you respond by pushing them away, shutting the door, or getting visibly frustrated, you're sending a specific signal. You're telling them, when I'm vulnerable, you're not welcome. Cats read the emotional temperature of their environment constantly. They don't understand the concept of it's 3 a.m. and I have work tomorrow. What they understand is, I went to my person during a quiet moment and they rejected me. Do this enough times and your cat stops coming. They stop watching. They start sleeping in other rooms. And you might think they've gotten more independent, more chill. But what actually happened is they stopped trusting that you wanted them close. The fix isn't complicated. You don't have to engage. You don't have to be fully awake. The next time your cat stares at you in the dark or settles near you at night, try just reaching a hand out toward them. Not grabbing, not pulling, just making yourself available. Let them decide what happens next. Most of the time, they'll curl up near that hand and go back to watching over you. Here's what I want you to take from this. Those eyes in the dark aren't unsettling once you know what they mean. They're one of the quietest, most honest things your cat will ever do. No performance, no asking for anything, just presence, and the kind of watchfulness that only comes from a creature who has decided fully and without reservation that you matter. You don't have to do anything dramatic to deserve that stare. You just have to understand it. And now you do. If this changed the way you see your cat, share it with someone else who lives with one of these strange, magnificent animals. And if you want to know the 7 specific things you can do every day to deepen that bond even further, that video is right here.